going to be transforming this hair. I bought this on Love Me, and at the time that I got the hair, it was 613 blonde full lace, and I believe the inch it was 22. I did cut it a little bit because the ends of the hair were very straggly, they were dry, they were split. So I just went ahead and cut it right on off. I have worn the hair previously. If you follow me, you will see that I have posted pictures with the hair, but I never took the time to actually like customize this unit. I never really took the time. So I figured, since we are going into the fall, we're going into more of the fall months right now, so I want to give it a makeover. I want to give it a whole new look. So this is what it looks like right now, straight out of the bag. The hair is really nice. At the time that I got it, I only wore it a couple times because, like I said, I didn't have time to actually customize it the way that I wanted it to look. And I know for sure I did cut the ends off of it because the ends look crazy. The only thing that I don't like about this hair is that it sheds a lot. Like, it sheds. So that's why I'm just going to just give it a complete new look. I'm going to color it more of we're going to give it like a fall type of look. So it didn't come bleached. It came pre-plucked, but for me, their version of pre-plucked is never enough, so I like to always go in and pluck it to my liking. But this is pretty much how it looked when I got it. I did tone the hair because it was more yellow than this. It was a lot more yellow, actually. Now that I remember it, the hair was a lot more yellow. Yeah, I used shimmer lights to tone it a little bit, to make it a little bit more like bluish blonde instead of like yellowish golden blonde. I want it to be more like an ashy blonde and not golden. In my mind, it's going to look nice, so we'll see how it looks. They added the little band. I love the little bands. The bands, they definitely help keep the unit secure and tight on your head, so it's very helpful. So yeah, I'm just going to bleach the knots and give it a whole new look. Let's get started. So I end up having to take a trip to the beauty supply store to grab some more hair color and definitely get some hair inspiration, some color inspiration going on. As you can see, I'm deciding between these colors right here. Not the blues, not any of these. I just was looking at these to get ideas for future hair. But definitely these fall colors that you see, the Cajun Spice, the French Cognac, Spice Amber, those shades were kind of the idea shades that I was going for. So I landed upon 3 different shades, and I'm going to be using the French Cognac, the Spiced Amber, and I'm going to use a dash of the Intense Red. So starting out, I'm just going to fill up this bowl full of some water. You want to use hot water when you're doing this. So yes, fill up this bowl, or if you're using whatever you're going to be using, fill it up halfway. The key to this that I did learn, however, is however much water you use, the more diluted you are going to make the color, which ultimately will mean the more pastel it will look. So it's not going to be as vibrant. It will look more like a softer version of the color you're doing. So as you saw, I'm going to be first starting off with the ginger color by Adore. So I'm going to start off first by using ginger, and I'm going to mix that with cinnamon. Both of these colors are by Adore. Adore is, if you don't already know, Adore is a semi-permanent hair color line that can be found in your local beauty supply store. You can buy it online. I've seen it on Amazon. It's very accessible, it's very easy to get, and it's a very reliable hair color brand that I typically have always used and like to use. I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to get when I use Adore, and that's what I like to go for when I use colors. So I'm going to be I'm just mixing the hair color and the water together, making sure it's nice and evenly blended so that the hair will take to the color very nice. You want everything to be well blended and just nice and even as possible. I am just going to begin dipping the hair into the water nice and slowly to make sure that everything, the hair grabs to the color as even as possible. So with this technique, I just learned that you just want to make sure that you immerse the hair into the color, the hair into the water, so that the color can grab onto the hair. Make sure that you just kind of like take the hair in and out repeatedly. And I grabbed a comb to be able to comb the color through the hair when needed. But basically, once you put it in the water, you just want to make sure that you're getting all of the hair saturated evenly into the color. So make sure that you are evenly saturating all of the hair. If you're using bundles, if you're using a wig, you just want to make sure everything is nice and even and saturated. So after more of just dipping the hair, keep doing it, repeating it, I saw some patches that definitely needed some more color. So just make sure you keep an eye on the hair, make sure that everything is nice and even, make sure you're saturating all of the hair with the color, and you can add more hair color, more water as needed, but just keep an eye on it. So I definitely wanted to make sure that everything was nice and even, so I would rinse the color off after dipping it, look at it, see how it looks. If I didn't like it, I would add more color, or just keep an eye on it, because you know how you want your hair to turn out. So I definitely added some more hair color. I added more of the ginger here because I wanted it to be a little bit darker than what it was giving me. And then I went in, I added a little bit more of the cinnamon because I just wanted it to be darker, and a smidge of the intense red. Any type of red hair color that you use, you just have to use it very sparingly, because red definitely takes over. As you can see now, this is starting to look more like a gingery red, brown type of vibe. I wanted it to be like this shade, like how you're seeing it right now is perfect, but a little bit more darker. I didn't want it to be too light, but with color, these things take time, so you can always just redo it and make sure you dry it and redo it as needed. So here I'm just rinsing out all of the color, giving it a nice shampoo, condition, all of that good stuff, and yeah. While I had the conditioner in this hair, I made sure that I was like trying to comb it and detangle it. This hair was really hard to detangle for some reason. It got really knotted up during the process of me shampooing it and conditioning it, but it straightened out very nice. As you can see here, the color came out very even, and that was the end goal. I didn't know what type of color I wanted it to be. I know I wanted it to be like a gingery brownish red type of shade, but overall the hair straightens out very beautifully, as you can see. And yeah, it looks really nice. So I tried it on once I had it all straightened out. I didn't like how it was looking. I was using this hair for a photo shoot, as you can see, and so I was like, you know what, the theme of the photo shoot was more like a goddessy type of vibe. So I was like, yeah, let's get some curls going in this hair. So I straightened it all out, made sure that everything was nice and straight before I then started to go in and give it some curls. And so this is how it looked after I straightened and pressed it out. Beautiful, gorgeous, love it, sleek, beautiful. So now I'm just going in, I'm curling it with my curler, and I'm just pinning up the curls on the base of the curls so that I can have a lot of volume when I take it down. I learned this technique in hair school. Shout out to Aveda Institute. But yeah, this is how it looked before I let the curls all out. I made sure I pin curled it, got it together, and yeah, so here it is now, the day of the actual photo shoot, and I'm getting ready to apply my wig. I still have the curls in. I'm not going to take the curls out or down until I actually get to the shoot, because I want them, this hair doesn't hold curl very well, and I know that from previous experience. So I'm going to leave the curls in, and I'm going to apply the wig as best as I can with the curls still in. So yeah, we will see what it's giving when I take it all down. Hopefully I like it. just finishing up with applying the wig. I'm going to leave the curls in like I said, and I'm going to do my makeup in a hurry, get ready to go to the photo shoot meetup spot, and which is literally an hour away from where I live, and then I'm going to take the curls down when I actually get to the spot that we're going to be shooting at. So here I can see that I need to cut more of the lace off of this wig, but I did not have much time, so I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just work with what I got, and we just gonna wrap it up and keep it pushing. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. So guys, this is pretty much what the hair is looking like, and I absolutely love the color. I do wish that it was a tad bit darker just because I wanted something a little bit darker, but I love the color. It looks very, very nice on my skin. It kind of almost blends in with my skin perfectly, but yeah. The curls, everything looked very, very good. I wanted to hurry up and get it done before the sun went down, so I was kind of pressed for time, but this is what it was giving. It's just very nice. It's like a sun-kissed golden ginger type of vibe. I love the hair. I'm definitely going to make it a little bit darker. Might even throw some red in there, who knows. But be sure to follow me on my Instagram at Liz Glams. I'm going to post the photo shoot pictures there when I get them. And yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.